Thank you, Anne. That's a great story. Like I said, I just finished it. If you haven't read it, there's copies in the back so you can pick one up and read it yourself. Next in our storytelling afternoon, we're fortunate enough to have Jane Sinclair here to talk with us. Jane grew up and was educated in South Africa. Her first career was as an actor. She followed this with 2 decades in journalism and broadcasting, first as a television news anchor in South African Broadcasting Corporation, and then in the BBC in London. Since moving to Nelson in 2004, she and her family have she has returned to acting, directing, and writing, and she focuses on telling stories about Africa. And that's, I think, is a fascinating country we have yet to cover in this event, and I'm quite looking forward to what she has to share. Jane.
So I have 2 stories for you this afternoon, and I'm a part of the Kootenay Storytellers, and we go around to all the schools in the district and we tell stories to school children. So I will be addressing that story to your inner child, but this story is a story that I wrote for the Kootenay Storytelling competition, and so I'll read this one first. It's called New Shoes. Yo, my feet are sore. Every day I walk to school without any shoes. It is very far. But now my mother has sent me new shoes from Johannesburg. They are black and shiny, very smart. I am too proud of my shoes. I am 15 years old and it is the first time I have had brand new shoes. Everybody who sees me walking says, yo, doo-doo, nice shoes. And I smile and I laugh. Oh, but my feet are too sore. Now my shoes are not so shiny because of the dust from the dirt road. So I must rub them on my socks. Straight away they are dirty again. So I must walk, rub. Yo, it's taking me too long to walk to school today. My name is Duduzile Josephine Ndikwe. My mother calls me Dudu. But I never see my mother because she lives in Johannesburg. That is very, very far. But you can't get work in KwaZulu-Natal because the work here is in the sugarcane fields and the Indians do that work. So the Zulus must go to the city. Yeah, I love these shoes. To go to school, I must walk up the road to the Indian shop, then down the big hill to the river, then past the river to the tar road, then 2 miles on the tar road to the church school. Mr. Ndongwe is always sitting on the steps of the Indian shop. When I go past, he said to me, hey, Dudu, why are you walking so funny? The shoes your mother sent you, they are too small. How? Mr. Ndongwe is just jealous. For a long time, he played Kwala in the township, but now he's old. When he came back, he was wearing a grey wool suit and brown crocodile shoes. 500 rand for those shoes. So he's a big man, the man with the crocodile shoes. Now those shoes are too old, and you can see his feet through the bottom, and the bumps don't shine. And the suit made him very sweaty, so he couldn't wear it. He can't believe that now it's me, Dudu, with the new shoes. My mother loves me very much. That is why she brought me these shoes. I can only see her at Christmas. Then she gets 2 weeks leave from her madam in Johannesburg. For 2 days, she must travel by minibus taxi to here. After 10 days, she must catch the taxi back. Every year, I see my mother for 10 days. She is the most wonderful mother. She makes lovely food, much better than Granny. Her job is to look after 2 children, Alice and James. Every time she comes, she brings me pictures of them. I wish she could look after me. My father ran away from my mother when she was pregnant, so I've got no brother or sister, just me and my granny. But really, she's not my granny. She's my granny's mother, so she's too old. Her eyes have blue around them, and her teeth are all gone. For a long time, she had 1 tooth, here in the front. But when this one got sore, she went to the witch doctor, who pulled it out. She told me she can't understand, but everybody had a lot of teeth before the Indian shop came to Polela. I also don't understand. But at my school, the nun, Sister Mary, she's too clever. And she said it is not the Indian shop that made her teeth rotten. It is too much Pepsi. Now I'm walking with my friend Sandile.
She lives by the river. She's got a lot of brothers and sisters. And she didn't even say anything about my shoes. She just looked up like this so she can't see them. But I know she can see my shoes because they are exactly the most beautiful shoes. I even rubbed them when I waited for her. So when she came from her house, my shoes were shiny and black. And I'm walking very nicely, even if now my feet are burning like a fire. Sandila was always my best friend. She's very pretty. She's small and cute, and her skin is too smooth. All the boys want Sandila because she's a little bit of a fatty. But now, she isn't happy with me because the #1 boy in the village, Bongani, likes me. And he could even love me if he sees me with these nice shoes. These shoes make everything better. I look so smart, I'm taller, even my school penny is blacker, and my shirt is whiter, all because of my new shoes. Last week, Bongani told me to walk with him. He says he wants me to be his girlfriend. Oh, I tell him he can see me with my granny because I am a good girl. Bongani says Sandila says she can walk with him on her own. I said, well, then he must walk with her. But he said he wants to walk with me. So I tell him if his father can speak with Granny, then maybe. Before, I didn't think his father could talk to Granny. Now his father will see he must pay La Bola for me. I am a good girl, and we are not poor. I wear new shoes. Bongani is the most clever boy in our school. He is in matric. Sister Mary says he is going to go to university, and he will be a teacher, and the church will pay. I would be very happy to be a teacher's wife. Then my children can have too many shoes. Yo, I'm just going to take these shoes off for 1 minute and put my feet in the cool water. Sandila is sitting with me on the rocks, and we put our feet in the river. There is blood in the water, and Sandila says, "Hey, Dudu, your shoes are making you sore." And I say to her, "Yes, but my shoes are very beautiful." And she says, "I can see your shoes are very beautiful. I wish I could have those shoes." Hi. Now she is my best friend again. I really love her. Then Sandila tells me we are getting late for school. I tell her she mustn't worry because I came early today. I know I left early because I was so happy to wear my shoes. I woke up very early. It was dark. Granny didn't even make the fire yet. But Sandila says, "No, we are very late because she already had the minibus taxi from Umlongozi on the road." Oh, yo, then we are too late. We run fast through the shortcut, up the donga to the tar road. Bongani is already gone. Every day, Bongani is there. He waits so he can come to school with us. Now, because the minibus is past, he is gone. We run on the tar road. I can run for a long time, but Sandila can't run so much because she's a bit of a fatty. Just before we come to the first mile, I can see Bongani, and I call him, "Yo, Bongani!" He turns to see us. He lifts his hands and shakes his head because we are too late. He shouts, "Yo, Dudu! Yo, Sandila, the bus is past. Sister Mary will be very cross." When we get close, I can see Bongani's face is too serious. He wears nice glasses. The priest used to wear those glasses, but they look very smart on Bongani. I am so happy that he can see my new shoes. Yo! Where are my shoes? Oh, you can kill me if I've lost my new shoes. Aish, I'm crying now and I can't speak. Sandila tells Bongani that my mother sent me new shoes from Johannesburg. They are black and shiny, but they were too small and I must put my feet in the river because it was very sore. I am jumping up and down. I must go back for my shoes. Bongani looks at me and says, "Duru, you can always get another pair of shoes, but you can only get one education." Yo, but my mother worked hard for those shoes. She sent them to me in brown paper and string. Never before was there something coming for me to the Indian shop with my name on it. Duruzile Josephine Idigwe, care of Naidu General Store, Polera, KwaZulu-Natal. Mr. Naidu told Mr. Ndongwe to tell my granny there's a parcel for me. I was so happy. When I opened the paper, I could see my shoes. They were so black and shiny with a small strap and a very small silver buckle. They are size 10. with a red sticker on the shoes what says 50 rand. You can't pay 50 rand for school shoes, it is too much. But because my mother loves me, she wants me to have nice shoes. Now the first time I'm wearing them, they are gone. For the whole night, I left them on the table so we could look at them, Granny and me. And when we were eating, the fire was shining red on my black shoes, and Granny said they were very pretty. This morning, when I wanted to kiss Granny goodbye, she was still sleeping, so I shake her. She says I'm ready for school, and she says, Dudu, you mustn't wear your new shoes to school, they will get dirty. I say, no, Granny, Mommy wanted me to wear those new shoes to school. Now, I can't lose them. I drop my books and I run back down the tar road towards the river. Bongani doesn't come to help me. When I look, I see he and Sandile are picking up my books and cleaning them. Then they go to school without looking for me. Bongani is working with Sandile. Hey, no, Bongani. But I must get my shoes. I run down the donga and along the path to the river. I look everywhere, but I can't see them. I am sure I was sitting on this brown rock, but they are not here. I put my hands on my eyes and hold them closed. I can't breathe. Then I look again, and they are still not there. I'm sick. My granny will kill me. My mother will die. 50 rand shoes. My tears are running fast. My heart is broken. I don't want to go back to school. Sister Mary is very strict. She smacks us on our hands if we are late. For a long time, I lie in the grass by the river on my side. I pull my knees to my chest. I am too sad. My life is so bad. I have nothing. Then I get up and walk back up the big hill very slowly. The sharp stones on the road cut into my feet. My big feet. Too big for such beautiful shoes. Maybe now Bongani will ask his father to talk with Sandile's granny. She is not so stupid that she can throw her books on the road. Mr. Ndongwe will always laugh at me. Look, Dudu, you've got no shoes. Granny will be so cross. And Mommy, she will be so disappointed. Yo. I wish I never had new shoes. Thank you.